Oh, I'm afraid, but I'll still keep marching on. Dark clouds of fear, I wish I could see the sun. So many questions at the back of my mind. So many battles, none of them are even mine. But I've gotta keep fighting for you to sleep peaceful night. Oh, I gotta keep moving, gotta cross every single line. Yes, I gotta keep fighting. Oh no, I cannot look behind. This is a journey that I must unbind. Oh yeah, I'm scared, but it's what makes me stronger. I'll stand my ground in the midst of the spell. Wish that you never encounter this danger. I keep on fighting, draw my strength from the fear. I found my purpose, descended from the light. A purpose so strong, it keeps me moving through the night. It's better that I go instead of being you. These wars that I am fighting, I'll see them all through. Guess I gotta keep fighting.
Take it and run! Go now!
Solar, you ain't the only one. Wait, what the fuck is going on with the lighting here? Yo! Oh god, it's one of these fucking daytime streams, so the lighting is always fucked up. Welcome to the stream, everyone. I'm not even wearing the right clothes. That's fine, whatever. I'm just gonna chill for today's stream. Render challenge is Redstone. The theme of the theme of today's challenge is Redstone. Let me plug some lights back into the socket. Welcome to the stream, Solar, Rao, Picasa. Goes Chafe, I made this animation. I did make this animation. Yes, yes. Alice, welcome to the stream. Just browsing, yay. Nosy, what's going on? Welcome to the stream, everyone. Let me just get set up real quick. I don't do morning streams because whenever I do morning streams, I miss the morning stream. Because morning for me is like afternoon for everyone else. I can never make it on time, basically. Okie dokie. There we go. Okay, so, if people need, if you are part of the, if you are doing today's challenge and you need a redstone rig, you can get a redstone rig created by Solar. I've linked it in the description. So if you need redstone for your Cinema 4D rigs, for Cinema 4D renders, check the description. There is a link by Solar. Just browsing, asked me mic. My mic is the Blue Snowball Ice. It's a very good budget microphone for YouTubers. The render that I will be trying to create today is something similar to this. I've seen this render a long time ago. Aleph says, when will the next Arknight's handholding start? Tonight we're gonna do an Arknight stream. So right now our stream is gonna be a Minecraft render. We're gonna go on for 2 hours. Later on tonight, we're gonna do a Arknights stream. If I can't, the goal of the Arknights stream is for me to reach risk 20 on contingency contract. But if I can't find the correct support units, then I'll do handholding instead. We'll have to see. Okay. Anyway, this render I saw when I was a kid, right? It looks very nice. However, I don't think this captures the theme of Redstone very well, so I'm gonna keep trying to do something very similar to this, but not exactly. Rouse is later in the afternoon for Arknights stream. Yeah, it is. But this is not Arknights. This stream is not Arknights, guys. This is just for us to chill and have a fun time. Ooh, excuse me. I woke up exactly at our scheduled stream time. We scheduled this for 2:30. That's 1.5 hours ago. I woke up exactly at that time. I was like, well, that's a problem.
It's okay. I delayed it for you for an hour.
Yeah, no, I saw. Thanks. Yeah. Even was an hour enough? No, and that was an hour 30 minutes.
Hour 30 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. So, if we want to do something similar to this, what can we do? So we want some stone. So it'll be inside a cave, right? And then let's have some redstone ore light up the scene, make it all red and stuff. Should we also have this railway system in our render? I feel like that'd be pretty nice. We'll get rid of a lot of these torches so it's not as bright, and we'll basically just use the redstone ore to light up the scene instead. But first I have to build this type of cave. So I guess I'll build the cave first. I'll build it manually using cinema instead of rendering a cave, because I can't be fucked to find a cave. Let's just grab stone. Now this stone isn't extruded like the stone in the picture. So in this picture everything is pretty like 3D and extruded. I'm wondering if I should do that as well, or if I should just keep it simple. Thoughts, Harry? Do you like the way this looks, of how like jaggedy it looks?
Let's see.
Or do you think I should keep it simple?
Loaded yet?
It's in TeamWnJ, that image.
Okay.
Because I used to not be a fan of how jaggedy that stone looked.
I don't like how jaggedy that little stone looks either.
Yeah? Nose is just extruded. I think you know what I could try to do? I could try to not make it like pixelated extrudy. I can make it like just a bit wavy and bumpy, maybe. I'll do that after I make the entire scene. Okay. So, you know what? I'll do it the smart way.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I always feel that when you extrude like stones and stuff, that's just a bit too busy for
yeah, there always feels like there's a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pop the reference image on the other screen so I can see it properly. Here's how I'm gonna create the scene. Instead of doing every single block by block, what I'm gonna do instead is I'm going to use planes. And so I can just basically, each individual face here is one block basically, and I can just repeat the texture on all these planes. So this is a 3-block wide hallway, so I'm gonna make this 500. So this will give us 3 blocks in the middle and 2 blocks on the walls that I can extrude upwards. And then I'm going to push this forward by, let's say, 3,000 is too much. Let's do 10 blocks is not enough. Let's do, you know what, 3,000 isn't too much. Let's do 30 blocks. So this is 30 by 5. Okay, that's a bit much. 2,000, 20 blocks. Okay, this should be enough. Now I can press C to make the plane editable. I can press F to change the polygons. I can select these polygons here, for example. Let's do the first 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. I can hold Control and drag this upwards, and this will extrude the block upwards. I'm gonna do this again. 100 and 100. How high up do I want this? Let's make this 4 blocks high up. Okay. And then for this other side, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Heck, 6, 7. And we'll go up like this. And we're doing, instead of doing just this entire wall, I'm keeping everything by hundreds. This way, when I need to extrude everything, you know, like normally, it works. Because otherwise, I'm gonna have this like basically, I'm gonna have this super long block. So if I want to do like extrude this block, for example, I won't be able to do that because I'll just take out this entire like vertical like chunk, which is not what I want. Okay, so now that we have this, let's push this direction outwards by a slight bit. So I'm just gonna grab every single polygon, every single vertex on this face, and drag this out. By the way, for those who have just entered and are doing and are participating in the render challenge, Solar has created a Redstone rig. So Solar's watching the stream right now. I've included the link to his Redstone rig in the description of this video, so you can go check that out. I don't think I'll be using too much redstone per se, because I'll just be using redstone ore. So I planned this render out a while ago, or like I planned for what I kind of wanted to go for, and I don't have access to redstone rigs, so I didn't plan to use any redstone at all in the redstone render. Ironic. Let's do it like this. We'll raise this up by 1 block. Okay, and then let's deselect all of this. So this is just one of the ways that you can build your scenes in Cinema 4D. Otherwise, you can get the individual blocks and build them block by block upwards. We're gonna go like this. I don't really like this one here. I'm gonna get rid of this one. We can just delete that. I'll just have to fill this back in. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna WB, which will give us the bridge tool. Now I can draw lines between these two vertexes. These are going to be our bridges. That's how we bridge all of these together, like so. There we go. Fix that. So now we can set our camera somewhere around here. I think will be nice. Yeah, somewhere around here. So I can create the camera here. I'll make the bottom viewport as our render view and set the camera on the bottom viewport. The bottom viewport is what we're going to render. The top viewport is where I'm going to be working in. Okay, now that we have this, I can continue dragging this face forward. So let's just move this. Yeah, let's just move this in. Let's get this by 100, 100, 100. Oh, snap, 100. For those wondering how I'm doing this, how I'm duplicating the polygons, I'm holding down Control for duplicate, and I'm holding down Shift. This will snap it to 10s. So I'm just gonna move this to the end, and I want to snap it to 10s because otherwise we're gonna get some weird looking blocks. He says you did that very quickly, Holy. I've been doing this for quite a few years. Oh, Andres has put up some music. Thank you. I forgot about that. Yes, yes. The chill music. Here we go. Tell me if it's too loud. Tell me if the music's too loud. There we go. Now we're in the mood. Okay. Now that we have this alleyway going on, let me add some extra depth here. So I'm gonna take all of these blocks here. And I'm going to, you know what, I'm just going to delete these. I'm going to delete these. I think the music might be a bit loud now. There we go. And then I'm going to use the bridge tool to fill in all of these gaps. Keep in mind, I don't have to make these blocks on the walls 3D. Like this plane right here, this 2D wall over here, this is fine because you're not going to be seeing it from another angle, right? And for those who have never seen any sort of Minecraft render thing done before, this is just one of the ways we can import the worlds, right? This is not importing a world. This is me creating a world from scratch. There are methods that we can use to directly import our Minecraft worlds from our save file. Most of the time, that's what we do, because that just saves a lot of time. Like, especially if you can... Building in Minecraft is a lot faster than building in Cinema. These normals are in the wrong direction. Orange means facing forward. Blue means facing backwards. I don't want these facing backwards. We'll flip this around. In the original render, there were a few holes in the wall here, so I'm just going to push this in myself like that. This gives us a little bit more depth in the render. It looks good. Looks good. We're going to keep dragging the scene out forward. So let's take this. Drag this out by 1 more block. Cool. Let's drag this out by 1 block. Cool. Let's take these ones out by 1 block. Like so. Looks like that fucked up. Okay. So we're going to do this. We're gonna press MT for extrude tool. This way I can create caps, and so this will give us walls on all sides. And I can extrude this outwards by -100. So this will push out all those by -100. These are facing the wrong direction, so we flip these. Good, everything looks good. Bottom screen looks fine and dandy. Cool, cool, looking good. We will extrude these ones out by another 100. We will flip the direction of this and then push this out by 100. Now we can select the other polygons here. In fact, I'm even gonna push. I'm gonna push this up so that we get a bit of a turn going on here, basically, just like so. And you can't really see that on the other screen. That kind of annoys me. You know what? I'll pull. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. I can pull this up, right? That's gonna create some depth. But first, let me do this. I'll tweak the camera. We're gonna give the camera a super wide angle. This way we can capture more stuff in the scene. I know you can't really see on the bottom screen what's going on, so I'm gonna turn on some post-processing here. I'm gonna turn on SSAO. This will give us a bit of depth, right? You can zoom this in just a slight bit, like so. Cool. Try to capture a bit more into that pathway over there. You know what? That looks fine. Okay. We'll go onto the plane again. I'll just keep on pulling this out until it reaches a vanishing point, basically. We'll do 100 here. 100 here. You know what? I don't actually see any of this happening on the bottom screen. Okay, you know what? It's reached the vanishing point because you can't really see much going on here. Okay, here's what I'll do instead. I'm gonna end the corridor right here. I'm gonna end it. I'm just gonna fucking bridge this over like so. Okay, we don't need that one. So that's the end of the corridor, but I want some sort of turn here. So I guess I'll take this wall down. Yeah, I'll just take this wall down. And that looks like it worked. I don't even need to fill up. I don't even need to fill up that side. It just looks like it worked. I will take the ground and extrude it a slight bit in case something goes haywire. So here we go. That's the path. Cool. Now we need some ceilings. Galaxy Fate says I think sound and video isn't synced. Wait. Okay. Here's how we test. Guys, let me know if sound and video isn't synced. All right. Just tell me when you hear the clap, or like tell me if the clap is not. Is it synchronized? That's all my years of film, studying film in university. It's taught me how to clap in front of a camera so we can make sure everything is synchronized. That's my biggest lesson. Every single time, I don't know how many of you guys know this, when I was in film school, majority of the time when I was on set, because I'm the fucking editor. I'm always the editor. Every single time they force me to go on set, I'm like, why am I on set? They're like, oh, just hold the clapboard. Just do clapping.
Hearing you and actually.
What'd you say?
Okay, yeah, it's not desynced.
It's not desynced?
No.
No? Okay, good. Yeah, it's not desynced. Good.
Either barely desynced or not at all.
Okay, cool. Good to know. That's fantastic. Remember that one time where everything was fucking delayed?
Yes.
Wasn't that one annoying?
Yeah,
Wasn't that
annoying,
one after
but,
I had all the technical issues as well?
What?
Wasn't that one the stream where I had all the technical issues as well? Like the barrage of all those technical issues all at the same time.
Like before the stream as well?
Yeah, where like shit was updating and whatnot. I was so fucking angry.
I don't think so.
Okay, that was a separate stream, yeah.
Yeah. 2 separate streams.
Holy, that one got me mad. Okay, got that wall done. No delay, awesome. Galaxy Fade, try refreshing. For me, building the ceilings of Minecraft scenes are always hard because I don't spend a lot of time in-game looking up at the ceiling. And so when it comes to modeling a realistic looking ceiling for Minecraft renders, it's like, well, okay, what am I supposed to do here? So I'm just gonna try to base it off of that image and hope that it works. First of all, this is on top of the camera directly and it's not really seen, so I'm not gonna put too much detail back here, right? But then everything in front of the camera over here, now we gotta think a little bit. Because I want to make it interesting as well, more so than just realistic. I gotta make it look appealing, right? So let's drag this forward by 100. Oopsie, that's way too much. Hang on. Let's drag this forward by 100. Drag this forward by 100. Drag this forward by 100. Oh, cool. Great. Good to see that it was fixed. Galaxy Fate. Hey, Vanilla, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. I'm surprised that some of you guys who are here for the Arknight stuff are in these streams as well. I hope that I can still keep you interested. I know usually when we do this at night, we have a few more people here and we can talk about some random stuff. But since you guys are here, if you have any random stuff you want to talk about, feel free to shoot it at me. Even if it's Arknights related, I don't mind. Because like what I'm doing is very autonomous. Like I don't really need to think about what I'm doing. I'm just going by instinct. That leaves a lot of room for me to just banter about random shit that I want to talk about. Let's throw this one up by 1. Okay. WB. We'll close this one off like so. Close this off. I'm trying to raise this up by 1 block since the ground below goes up by 1. So down here it goes up by 1. Here on the ceiling it should probably go up by 1 as well. I think. That would make sense. I think. Andre says, didn't you say you're gonna rant about something? Oh yeah! Oh yeah, guys. Who here uses Adobe Premiere Pro to edit videos? Fucking Adobe decided to update their software. Let me tell you something about Adobe, okay? Adobe makes this like really awesome set of tools that I use. I use Adobe Premiere Pro, Photoshop, After Effects, all this like sort of shit. They fucking look at all this new shit. It's so fucking ugly. Look at this. Okay. For those who don't know, this is what Premiere's supposed to look like. Okay, that's Premiere Pro. Okay, Premiere Pro is the purple icon like that says PR. Okay, After Effects Premiere is the pink one. After Effects is the purple one that says AE. Okay, Photoshop is the little blue square that says PS. Except for some reason they decided to make Photoshop not a square. They made Photoshop round, but After Effects and Premiere is like not round. Okay, and then there's Audition. Okay, Adobe Audition is the little like green square, or the little cyan square with that says AU. There's Adobe Adobe Spark. That's the little yellow square that says SP. They're all different color codes. So you can look at it from a distance and you know what it is because it's different color and it has a different like symbol on it. Why the fuck is the new shit all the same color, man?
Disgusting.
The worst part is, it's like, okay, I don't like this one as well. Adobe Media Encoder is one of the encoders that I use to create videos, right? This is the logo for Media Encoder. Why did they get switched to ME, man? Like, they've been using this logo for years and years and years. This stands for Media Encoder. They switched it to this me bullshit. Now the entire Adobe suite, you can't tell what it looks like by color code. It all looks exactly the fucking same. Look at this. Wait, let me open up my Adobe suite. It just fucking updated. It's so ugly. Why would you do this? Look. Photoshop lost a little outline. So my Photoshop down here is still the old version of Photoshop. It's got this little like light blue outline. They removed the light blue outline. Premiere Pro looks exactly the same as After Effects. Looks exactly the same as Audition. Looks exactly the same as Media Encoder. For some reason though, they kept the color for Illustrator, InDesign, XD, Lightroom, Premiere, Rush, Fresco. All of this shit they kept the same color. But for some reason, Premiere Pro, After Effects, Audition, and Media Encoder now share the same color. Exact same color. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why?
Change all the icons back.
I wish I could.
You can't?
No, they don't fucking let me because it's just a new fucking update.
Rip. Fucking
it's like why change Premiere, After Effects, and Audition? What Photoshop didn't change, Illustrator didn't change, InDesign didn't change. What the fuck? Like they didn't change the color for them. They removed the fucking outline, so now it's harder to see. They made it more difficult to look at, right? And then they also removed all the color codes. What is that? They didn't change Acrobat either. Acrobat remains as a little like fucking Illuminati bullshit. But then Media Encoder can't stay as a symbol. Acrobat can use a symbol. What the fuck? Why Media Encoder can't use the symbol? Why change what doesn't need to be changed? Fucking these companies all the damn time changing shit that doesn't need to be changed. Fuck. I'm so pissed off now. Because every time I go look at my dock, I'm gonna see 3 of the exact same icons. I'm gonna go, whoa, which one do I click? It bothers me. It bothers me a lot.
Rip.
Yuto Tsuriki says linear algebra is hard, lol. I could probably imagine because I don't know what the fuck linear algebra is supposed to mean. Gabwoods Co, welcome to the stream. Andrea says, I don't get the guys redesign the logos enough. Yeah, what is the point of the redesign? Like, what is that supposed to accomplish? Wolfie, welcome. Oh, wait, what was Wolfie here the entire time? Wolfie was here the entire time.
I imagine it's like everyone gathers around like, oh, why don't we make it more simplistic?
It was already simplistic. They made it like
as if
fucking
the original wasn't
like,
already.
yeah. It's like they took the minimalism and they just made it like M. That's what they fucking did. That's what it feels like they did. Holy shit.
Minimalistic.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna take these out. Oh fuck. Okay, hang on. Did not mean to do that. MT for extrude. Push this back by 100. Okay. Eto. There we go. Did the music stop all of a sudden? What the fuck? Why is the music... What? Why did the music stop? Okay.
Not on loop.
I did set it to loop. Okay, here we go. Just thousands. Yeah, it says so much passion. I am very passionate about this software because I've been using it for years. Okay, Premiere Pro is my favorite editing software that I've ever used, and I'm a film editor. Like, I went to school. I went to film school to become a film editor. So that software is solid. But I can't believe it took me this many years to use it. Because Premiere Pro was one of the first editing softwares that I ever got a hold of. It was back in 2010. Freddie Wong was booming, right? And Freddie Wong being Rocket Jump. So if you guys watch Corridor Digital is related to Rocket Jump. Like, they're all friends and whatnot. So I was watching Rocket Jump like way back. And they inspired me to create a lot of videos. And so instead of the first software that I used being Premiere Pro, the first like professional software that I ever touched was fucking After Effects. And I had no idea how to use After Effects. And After Effects is way more complicated. Like, they're universes apart in terms of how complicated After Effects is versus how complicated Premiere is, right? I decided I would like to learn After Effects first. And then as I'm doing this shit on After Effects, and as a 10-year-old, I got some pretty good progress on how on what I could do in After Effects. It was actually okay for a 10-year-old. Not okay as when you're 20, but when you're 10, it's okay. I got some cool shit done, and then I was like, what editing software can I use to put all of these VFX shots together? And I loaded up like iMovie on my little like 2010 MacBook. And I was like, oh, cool, iMovie is very simple to use. That's cool. And I booted up Premiere, which I also had on my computer because one of my teachers gave it to me for free. Loaded that up, saw the interface. This was CS4. This was Premiere Pro CS4, right? It's like ancient versions. Holy shit, looked at that, was like, not touching that software. After Effects already made my brain explode. I ain't got time to study fucking Premiere now. I even went as far as to say, why do people even need Premiere? Fucking iMovie. iMovie can do all the stuff that you need to do. Why does anyone even use Premiere, man? But no, after when I went to university, I recently switched to a Windows PC. So I was a Mac user the entire time. I switched to Windows PC. And Windows PC don't have iMovie installed. Also, on the Mac, I was using iMovie 2008. But fucking Apple decides to update their software and add useless shit. And so iMovie became fucking useless. So I don't have my Mac anymore. iMovie is useless even if I had it. And my Windows computer does not come with any built-in software that's any good, right? Like Windows Movie Maker just isn't good. So I was like, okay, shit, I need some free software. Couldn't find any free software, but my friend had an access to Sony Vegas. He let me borrow Sony Vegas. I was using Sony Vegas for a while. And okay, this works for now. Film school comes. They're like, hey, Julian, what software are you gonna use to edit our movie? I said Sony Vegas. My editing teacher just went like, no. I'm like, why? He goes, no. You must use Avid. I'm like, Avid? You mean that shit from like the fucking Stone Age? The fucking Oonga Boonga editing software? Avid? Fuck that. What else can I use? Premiere. Okay, fine. I'll learn Premiere. 2 days later, I became a master in fucking Premiere. It was that easy to learn. It was so easy to use. Like, I fucking love Premiere. So much now. I'm not touching that Oonga Boonga editing software though. That's fucking disgusting. That is disgusting software. I can't believe people still use that. How? That's so outdated. How can people still use that shit? It's disgusting. Grab stone texture. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, let's add some texture onto this thing. Stone. It would be really funny if I don't have a stone texture. Wow. That's hilarious. Let me go grab a stone texture right now. Okay. We can find textures in the Minecraft folder. Just go to .minecraft, go to versions, open up 1.14.4. That's the version we're playing on. Open the jar up with a WinRAR. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. We're gonna go into assets, Minecraft, textures, blocks. We're gonna grab stone.png. We'll in fact move this to the correct folder as well. YouTube. Render challenge, redstone. We're gonna have stone.png. We're also going to grab redstone ore.png. We're also going to grab what else do I'm gonna grab some other ores just in case. I'm gonna grab coal ore. I'm gonna grab iron ore. I'm gonna grab gold ore, but I'm not gonna grab diamond ore because I don't want that to catch everyone's attention. I'm pretty sure that's all we need. Cool, we can close that off. I'll import all of these textures in at the same time. Boom. Yes. 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 Okay. Now all the textures are in. Select all the textures, go into color channel, set sampling to none, turn off reflections, and now we have all the textures set. We can drag the stone texture onto this one, and it's gonna look absolutely fucking retarded. Or not. We're gonna try that again, and it's gonna look absolutely fucking retarded. That's not what we want it to look like. We're gonna change the distribution, we're gonna change the projection of the texture from UV mapping into cubic. We're gonna set the size to 50/50. Now we have stone blocks all over the walls in the correct texture size. Cool, easy peasy. Thank you for subscribing, Dauntless Felix. Yeah, I'm not gonna grab passion. I'm not gonna grab diamond because if you have diamond in the scene, I feel like it catches people's attention just a bit too much. I don't want that to happen. Let's put our rails in the scene as well. I'm gonna grab I'm gonna just grab the power rail for now. We'll just slide this into the slot. These power rails are created by, forget who created them. But oh wait, this is flat. I don't want the flat one. Grab the 3D one. Here we go. But these are all pre-modeled, which is fantastic. So I also use these models when I was doing the PewDiePie render. Okay. Now they don't connect, which is I don't know why they're not connecting. That's bothering me a slight bit. Let me try that again. There we go. Okay. Just gonna select both of these. Hang on. I'm gonna tweak my viewport for a second. Just going to go here really quickly. Okay, I'm just gonna expand my viewport so I can work with a bigger field of view. That. We're gonna select both of these rails and we're gonna duplicate both of these. Then we're gonna select all 4 of these rails and duplicate all 4 of these. Like so. Okay, cool. We're gonna get rid of this last one because it turns. We're gonna grab the curved rail right here. Slide that into the DMs and rotate this. There we go. Perfect. Duplicate this across by 1. And then rotate this one. Perfect. Yep, everything's lining up perfectly fine. We're going to grab a... I'm gonna grab some regular rails. Yeah, let's grab some regular rails. Just add a bit of difference to what we have over there. Now this one's gonna go diagonal upwards, which is gonna pose a bit of a problem because the distance of a block going diagonal is different to what the block is going straight forward. So I'm gonna have to do something different there. First of all, we'll duplicate these 2 curved rails first. So I'm gonna move these 2. Okay, well that's a problem. Just gonna move them over here. Okay, and up by 100. Whoops. Up by 100. Cross by 100. I'm doing these very methodically because I don't want to mess up any of the alignments. Once they mess up, it's very difficult to fix the alignment. Okay. I'm gonna grab this rail here. Just duplicate this forward. There we go. How far out do I want this to go, though? Yeah, you know what? Let's do this. I'll curve it again here. Right, like this. Easy peasy. We'll continue to move this forward like so. Piece of cake. This is actually very soothing to do. If anyone wants to try to do this, by the way, and you don't have access to all the expensive software that I use, there's a free software for 3D animation or VFX, or it's a very powerful software and it's completely free. And it's called Blender. And so if you want to get started in doing stuff like this, I recommend Blender. I won't be able to help you directly because I don't use Blender, but it is some very powerful software. In fact, even if you're an Arknights person, and you want to do some Arknights renders, Blender is great for that. Alright, I'm going to figure out how to do this curved rail now. First of all, I'm going to rotate it by 45 degrees because that's exactly the orientation we need. What I meant by it's going to be different is because if I move this up here, you see how this is now too short. So I've got I think I'm just going to try to like force extend this outwards.
How do they actually do it in Minecraft? Because I don't remember any like stretch rail textures in Minecraft, do they?
I believe it would be stretched by a very minimal amount that is not noticeable to us.
Okay.
I'll just stretch it enough like this. There you go. Yeah, I think that now that I've said it, if we were to pay attention and look at it, I think we will be able to see that stretch. Yeah. Okay. So there's that. Cool. All the rails are done. I'm gonna tweak the camera angle a slight bit and move the camera up here. I'm also gonna cant the camera because that gives it a bit of flavor. So we're just gonna go like this, something like this, just to freeform the camera a little bit. There we go. Looks good. Cool. By the way, whenever I say flavor and I'm talking about a render, some of you guys might not understand what I'm saying. Like, how can you possibly have flavor in something that you're not eating? Like, this is digital, Chief. What are you talking about? I don't know what the best way to describe it is. It's like if you eat something. I think I'm using this flavor as a description for something that's not so bland, basically. Like you can have something that's
slightly, by the way.
Huh? What'd you say?
It looks a bit too stretched now.
I think it'll be fine. You won't be able to see it.
Okay, that's fine then.
Yeah.
Continue.
Solar says, Chafe, the regular rail on my rig has a diagonal variant, which... Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna stretch that for now because it works. You know, as I was saying, when I say that something has flavor, it just means that it's not very, like, bland and normal, right? Like, vanilla ice cream just by itself. I wouldn't say that has much flavor. Yeah, it tastes like vanilla ice cream, of course. Like, that's fine. But something with flavor, it would be like vanilla... like a vanilla sundae or something, or a McFlurry, where there's something else to it other than just the ice cream itself. And that's what I mean when I'm doing renders as well. Like when it has flavor, it's not just like a standard thing. Like there's something else to it. In the original render, there were some ores on the wall here. I think I might try to add that as well. But the thing is, I'm not sure if I want to add other types of ore or if I just want to do redstone. You know what? Let me do just redstone for now. I'm going to do just redstone just to see how it looks, right? We'll drop redstone. I'm going to select all the parts when I want redstone. So let's do redstone here. We're going to have a fuck ton of redstone. That's going to be redstone. This is going to be redstone. What else? This is going to be redstone. And maybe something on the ceiling can also be redstone. Ooh, that would be cool. Hang on. Let's see. Where's a good ceiling part? Over here? Yeah, that's going to be redstone. And here as well. We're going to make this wall here. Okay. And then the wall back here is all going to be redstone. Okay, cool. We're going to drop the texture on. Boom. It's not going to work very well. That's okay. We set this to cubic. 50-50. Now all the redstone, oof, it's off-centered by a slight bit. I'm not sure what's going on here. Hang on. So this is centered properly. But then some of this shit is not centered properly. Huh. Omoshiroi. Okay. Let me check what's going on here. Because that shit ain't normal. Because if I center this, now a lot of the other stuff gets like decentered. Okay. I'm just going to cheese this by doing it a different way. I'm gonna select these. I'm gonna select all the ones with the glitchy texture. Right? And we'll just reapply the texture as a as a separate texture. We'll do this. Whoopsie daisy. This one, and no, don't change my language to Japanese, you fucking computer. Reapply the texture, set that to cubic, 50-50, but this time we can move just that texture alone, and we'll just shove it over by 25%. Okay, now all the textures are working just fine. Fantastic. Awesome. Good. Harry's gonna go BRB. Cool. Okay, so now that we have all of this redstone ore in, I think we can start to do some of the lighting. I want this redstone ore to illuminate the scene. So this means we're gonna have to use global illumination, and we're also gonna need to create a custom luminance map for redstone ore, which I've never done on stream before, so I can show you guys how it's done. A luminance map basically determines what glows and what doesn't glow. So I'm gonna open up Photoshop real quick, and I'm gonna drop the redstone ore texture in. If you guys are familiar with bump maps or displacement maps, they work in a very similar way, where white means do it, and black means don't do it, right? So when we're talking about luminance here, all I have to do is, fuck off. I'll put my redstone ore texture in. All I have to do is paint in the parts that I want to glow as white, and paint in the parts I don't want to glow as black. Right? So I'm going to create a new layer on top of this redstone layer. I'm going to paint the entire thing as black first. I'm going to turn the opacity down to like 50% so I can see through it. Now I'm going to get my, I'm going to create another new layer. I'm going to get my brush. I'm going to change my brush type from brush tool to pencil tool. This will allow me to draw per pixel. I'm going to switch my brush color to white, and I'm going to paint in all of this red stuff with white. So just like this. Okay, and I'm going to turn the opacity of the black layer back up to 100%. Now the black is entirely black and the white is entirely white. This means all the red stuff will glow, all the black stuff will not glow. I'm going to export this as redstone ore dash luma. That stands for luma map or luminance map. Okay, and then I'm also going to create another new layer here. I'm going to find a 50% gray. So somewhere, can I do 50% gray anywhere? Can I manually choose 50% gray? I don't know how I can do that. You know what? That's close enough. Whatever. I'm going to paint this background in as 50% gray. I'm going to render this one out. I'm going to try this, see how this goes. Render this one out as redstone ore dash disp, standing for displacement. So when I'm using a displacement map, 50% gray means stay still. White means go up, black means go down. I can't use black here because otherwise the rock will go in and the ore will go out, right? I want to make sure the rock doesn't go in. I just want the red stuff to go out. So that's why I'm using 50% gray here. Okay, now I can go back into the redstone texture. I can check on the luminance channel. And in the texture area, I can drop in the luma map like so. And I'm just going to set this to none. So as you can see, the only parts that are glowing are the red stuff. I can set the mix mode to multiply so that... Nope. I'm going to set the mix mode to add. Nope. I'm going to... Why is that happening? Okay, it's doing a weird thing on me. You know what I'll do? I'll just make this red. There you go. I'll just make this super duper red like so. I try to blend that in like, you know, about 50% or something. Yeah, there you go. So we can still see a bit of the original texture, right? Okay, perfect. I'm going to go into the displacement channel, check on displacement. I'm also going to go into bump and turn on bump. And now I can drag on the displacement texture into this channel, set the mapping to none. So now it looks like it will be 3D. On displacement, I'm going to do the same thing, drag this texture on, set the sampling to none. Now, it looks like it's super extruded, but you can't really see it here. What's going on is that it's only doing it in the render. So if I render this out, we should be able to see what happened. Inside. Okay, not much happening just yet. I feel... I know why that's happening. Okay. What's happening is there's not enough polygons. So in order for this to work... Basically, each face here is one polygon. In order for displacement to work, you have to give it many polygons, right? So let me show you. If I create a cube in a separate window, right here, and I make this cube, so this is, let's make this 100 by 100, right? So this is a regular Minecraft block, but instead of giving it one polygon per face, I'm gonna give it 256 polygons per face. So now it has 256 polygons on every single face of it, right? I'm gonna drag in that redstone ore texture again. Okay, nope. Set the turn off the reflectance. Set the color to none. I'm gonna turn on displacement. I'm gonna drag on that displacement texture. No, and set the sampling to none. Now, if I apply this and I render this, you're gonna see that the red parts get extruded just like so. That's because we have enough polygons for it to do that. In the main window, we don't have that luxury because these are individual blocks. So what you can do if you really wanted these to stick outwards is, well, there's two things you can do. You can, one, delete these ones and then manually place in the block like I just did just now. So I create my own redstone block and put it in the holes. Or you can select the entire thing and press S. Sorry. You can select the entire thing and press US for subdivide. Now you can subdivide the entire scene many times. Like so. Now, the problem becomes you've just created 1,000,000 polygons or more. Like 1 billion polygons. That's gonna take some time to render. So let's see what happens if I leave it like this, right? So that looks horrible because we don't have enough polygons. So meaning you have to create more polygons. But if you create more polygons, you're gonna fuck up the entire scene because you got too many polygons and it's gonna lag. So instead, what I'm gonna do is simple. We're just gonna not use displacement. We're just gonna not use bump. All we're gonna do is rely on the luminance. I could manually put in those blocks if we have time. But we'll have to see whether we have time or not. Actually, we probably do have time. We're only 48 minutes in. This looks alright. Eric says, yes, Luminance map. Learn everything from VFX artistry hacks. I haven't touched any 3D modeling program. Haven't you touched some cinema before, Eric? I recall hearing something like you did something with cinema in your internship. I'm going to set the resolution of the render now to 1920 by 1080. We're going to go into the ambient illumination options. Turn this to 60, 25, 32. Check evaluate transparency. Add on global illumination and set the preset to interior preview so I can get a good preview. Okay, cool. Let's render this out and see how it looks. So with global illumination, we should be seeing a lot more glow going on. Ooh. Interesting. Now, I did say we're going to use redstone to light up the scene. However, it's too dark. So we're going to add in one more post-processing effect. We're going to add in glow, turn this to 2 and 5%. We're going to go into our redstone ore settings, and we're going to go to the luminance channel and just crank that up to about like 200%. Make them glow a bit stronger. And we're going to have to add in an ambient light, because otherwise it'll be way too dark. So I'm going to create a light and just kind of move this to the center of the scene right here. So let's move this here. Okay, cool. Now we got a light in the center of the scene. Now turn this light down to say, well, let's do ambient illumination first. Let's turn this light down to like 50%. Render this out, see how it looks. Okay, now the scene's a bit too bright, and there's also no shadows, which is not very great. Okay. The redstone glowing is nice. However, I think we've lost too much of the original texture. I feel like we need to blend them back in a slight bit. Okay. Also, the ambient light is way too bright. Okay. So we'll turn the ambient light down to, say, 15%. And we're going to have to do something here to bring the original texture back. Here's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to go back into my little Luminance texture here, and I'm just going to, I'm going to select all of these ones, duplicate this, and just do a little bit of this one right there, and then render this out. So redstone or dash luma 2. Just gonna try out, see how this looks. Whoops. Hopefully this will allow me to maintain the original texture. It doesn't really. Okay, it did maintain the original texture. I'm just not sure if it will glow in the right color or not, because I feel like this will glow white instead of glowing red. See, this was good because it glue with red, right? That's what we're looking for. Okay, this one did maintain the original texture. That's good. I like that. Okay, let's keep this. I'm gonna increase the brightness to 200%. Let's see how that looks. Welcome back, Wolfie. Welcome back, Harry. Eric says, I haven't. The only modeling program I use is back in high school, SketchUp. Oh, true. Fair. B says, not gonna lie, this looks really cool. Thanks, B. Okay. I'm having a... I have to decide now, because this... With this original render, you keep all of the original textures, which is very nice. But if I make it brighter, we lose that, which is a bit annoying. But I do like this glow. This glow is very, very nice looking. Let me try to blend the two with this. Maybe something like that will work? Let's see. It depends, because I don't want to take away that glow. This already looks like the glow has been weakened. No, it gets weakened by so much. Okay, that's damn. Okay. What if we do... See, that ain't good. That's just not good. Wait. Did I solve it? Is this it? Is this it? Have I found the mix? Angelo, what's going on? Your clock is not dead. We pushed the stream forward. Yeah. We sent out a notification yesterday. Maybe you missed it. So for some reason, this one didn't render the glow at all. Oh shit. What's going on here? So I've set this to normal mix. The glow is there, it's just not very it's just not very glowy. Right? Let me recheck that. Go to, what am I looking for? Picture viewer. So this is what happens when it glows a lot. I like this glow. This amount of light, this is proper. This is not enough light, but it maintains the texture. This is like this one here is like an in-between. But I want this glow. So this compared to this, you can really tell the difference. Okay. Let me... I don't know if I want to try this. Let me think about it a little bit. Yeah, it's gonna be a hassle to try that. Okay, we'll figure this one out. What if I just keep on cranking this brightness? What if I make this 500%? What difference will that make? Make the Illuminance 1,000, lol. Yeah, I mean, it really doesn't look like cranking up the Luminance is doing anything right now. It's more to do with the the mix mode here. What's going on, Embryo? Welcome to the stream. Cam says, how late am I? You were late by about an hour. Okay. See, if I change the mix mode to add, we're just gonna get this big white blob. Which, holy shit, that's not what we're looking for. Subtract is not what we're looking for either. Multiply is exactly what we're looking for. Now, this is what gave me that glow from earlier. However, we did lose on those fancy smancy textures. If I turn down the mix strength, we get the textures back. However, the glow also fades, which is not very nice. If I set the brightness to 100, we keep both the texture and the glow. However, the glow is not as strong as I would like it to be. I think a solution may be to fake the global illumination. I think that might actually work. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll turn off global illumination. Thank God, because I hate global illumination. I'm going to fake every single light here. So I'm going to create a light just on this redstone ore, somewhere around here, right? In the general vicinity of this redstone ore. Okay. We're going to turn the shadows for this to soft shadow. Nope. Yeah, we're going to do soft shadows. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to turn the light red. In fact, I'm just going to pick block the color here. Just grab that color. We're going to go to detail, set fall off to inverse square, physically accurate. This is going to give us a physically accurate light. However, the radius is way too big. We're going to shrink down that radius by a fuck ton. Now we can move this into around the general vicinity of this red light here. Perfect. We're going to move another one up to the top where this batch of ores are. Just move this over. Smooth. Yes, smooth this over. Something like that. We'll move another light over hither. Okay. In fact, I'm going to put this in between both of these ones. I'm going to even shove this a tad bit forward so we get, you know, a bit more lighting going on here. There we go. And then finally, we got a batch of ore in the far back. So we'll just grab this light and just shove this way back here. So instead of doing global illumination by letting the computer calculate it, I'm just going to determine where the lights are going to be. This way we leave automation out of it. Let's run into this, see how it looks. Add lava, as says Embryo. I'm not sure if lava would help the scene or not. Angelo says, did you apply a LUT to your webcam wall? Did I? Okay, my webcam is gonna look a bit weird today because it's daytime. Usually my scene is set for nighttime and it looks fine. But when I've got sunlight coming through the window, it fucks up my it fucks up the entire setup. Even if I go back to my webcam, all the lighting is messed up now because I'm way too bright for the scene. So it really breaks the illusion of the green screen here. But it's fine. It's fine. There's only like 30 people watching these streams. It's not like I'm doing those fucking Arknight streams. There's 400 people in there. I'm saying welcome to the stream. Oh shit, though. There's so much fucking light going on. I don't need to, Angela, I don't need to enable global illumination. I really don't. Because I don't need it. I don't need the luminance to glow. All I'm doing is faking the glow by myself. That glow is too strong. He's too strong. Okay, we do 50%. Try that again. Oh, fuck. I have a Subway here, and I completely forgot to eat it. Let me, Yeah, this looks like the result I was kind of going for. I think this looks okay. I think this is okay. Perlit Bong, welcome to the stream, goes, hello Mavren. Not sure what Mavren is supposed to mean. Cool. We've got this in the scene, which is fine. But everything looks a bit too flat. Like, you can't tell that there's a pathway there. It just blends in way too well. We're gonna have to add something to help differentiate the scene a little bit more. What can I add? Angelo's gonna head off. Alright, cool. No worries, man. See ya. I feel like one of the easiest ways to break up the scene a little bit from being so mundane is to have a few more lights being... Oh, I got it! I got it! We just need a light over here. Okay. We're gonna create a light over here. We're gonna make a spotlight. Just gonna aim this up, rotate this by 90. And just aim that back down, right? Shoot this back by a little bit. Something like that, right? Got a little light shining in. Well, do visible light to volumetric. And we'll just blast some volumetric light in. And then, of course, we're gonna do that trick that I can't stop doing. I fucking love doing this now. Move a plane onto this light. Now we have this plane here. Rotate this plane by 90. By 90, thank you. Move this plane forward in front of the light. Shrink this plane down. Press C to make that editable. Press F for polygon selection. Now we select a bunch of polygons to get rid of. Right? And we'll change the size of this as well. So we'll go get some small ones in here. Just like so. Because now we can create, you know, a little, basically like a little collider here for the light to go through. So we hit delete. Now the light can only slip through these little cracks, which is going to give us some fantastic looking light rays. Let's render this. Kennedy Crane says, how about using light panels instead of point lights? Light panels instead of point lights. That could work as well, but I don't see... I think this works right now. Okay. We didn't get as many volumetrics as I would like to get, so let's stop calculating this image. I'm going to pull down that volumetric. Thank you for subscribing, Dio Brando. That's like the third user named Dio Brando who subscribed to the channel. Okay. I'm just gonna pull that volumetrics thing like way far down so that we can make sure that we capture the volumetrics coming through here. There we go. That's too strong, but it's there. You can see what I'm going for. Shrink it down by a slight bit. Perfect. That's exactly what I was going for right there. It's a bit too bright though. It's a bit too bright, I think. I'm gonna turn that down just by a slight bit. Also, the angle, I think the angle is a bit funky. I'm gonna just grab both of these ones and just like rotate them slightly down. Move this up by a tad bit. Yeah, that's about right. We'll turn this down to like, let's say 75% or something. There we go. Yeah, more subtle. We have a user here called Mr. Beast. What's going on, Mr. Beast? Quote unquote. Mr. Beast. Okay. Now that... Okay, we successfully broken up the background. Sure. There we go. We can see where that is. We still have this block which looks out of place here. And the foreground still looks a bit bland, right? So let's add a few things in the shot here that could spice it up a tad bit. What can we add? We could add a pickaxe into the foreground, right? That would just add a bit more detail in here. Let's grab ourselves a pickaxe. So let's go pickaxe. Let's grab an iron pick. Move the iron pick somewhere here and rotate this up. Like so. I'll just plonk that right there. Cool. That adds just a little bit of a something there. Something to look at. I'm quite tempted to add in like a different color of lighting just to bring a bit more variation into the scene. But I don't know what goes well with red. Let me take a look at red color color synergy. What's the word I'm looking for? Okay, I'm gonna search for red color color palettes. That's the word I'm looking for. So we can try to find what goes well with red here. What goes well with red? Okay, something that's green. Cyan blue light, says Andrea. Ooh, cyan blue would work. It'd make it feel like make it feel like the 3D effect. I'm not sure how I can get a blue light into the scene though. That's the thing. Maybe if I yeah, getting a blue light into the scene will be quite hard. I think of other ways to differentiate. Can we add a minecart into the scene, maybe? That's not going to help differentiate. It's going to add a bit more stuff to the scene. Maybe we could... Whoops. Maybe we could potentially put the minecart somewhere that could help break up the scene a little bit. Okay. Let's say I decide to put this minecart, like... right here or something. Will that help? Rotate this by 45, 40, whatever. Just chuck that somewhere there. Will this help? Actually, kind of will, right? Okay. Wait, I can just dump a bunch of these carts here. Let me duplicate this cart again. I'm just gonna dump another one here. Okay, so we'll move this here. Go down. Yep. And then we'll just rotate this over like so. Move this here, and I'll give it a slight bit of off rotation. There we go. And now it's kind of like hidden in the shot. You know what? I'll put it here. I'll do it like this. And then I'll do another cart. I'll take another one of these carts. Put it right in the corner of this, right there, right on top. Move like so. Okay. In fact, I'm even gonna grab one of these chests. I'm gonna grab this one here, and I'm gonna open this one. Nope, I'm not gonna open it like that. I'm gonna open it like this. Cool. Now that I have this open chest, I think I can play around with this a slight bit. Because now that I have this open chest, I can make a light come out of this open chest. Really. I could try to create a light here, right? Let's create a spotlight, move this to the chest, and we'll just rotate this outwards. Something like that. Move that back a tad bit. Okay. Now I've got a light pointing out the chest. Make this go up. On the light, we're gonna add fall off inverse accurate to make this a physically accurate light. Going to give this volumetric lighting. Move the volumetric upwards. Go into project and exclude the minecart itself. Except shadows. Exclude the lighting. That's all I need. Okay. What happens if I render this? Okay, that's absolutely horrible. Disgusting. Don't want that. It's horrible. Let's scrap the idea of having a light in the chest. I'm just gonna leave it open. That's okay. How does this look by itself? We definitely have more interesting things to look at now. That's good. Good. I think this definitely does break up the scene a lot. I like this. Because now we can tell the depth using these minecarts. Okay, very nice. I'm gonna add a few more details in here. I'm gonna I want something inside the chest. Since having it open, it presents a good opportunity. So I'm gonna grab some redstone dust.
That chest that had light in it looks like the fucking HR bag.
I knew you were gonna say that. Put some redstone in this chest.
Goddamn free store bag.
Now, with this chest, it's actually a fake ass chest because the inside of the chest here, it's fake. Like, it's just not real. For some reason, it's giving me a rectangle when I squinch this in. I'm not sure why that is, because I'm pretty sure this is a Oh, maybe this chest is not a square. This chest is a rectangle, dude. Okay, well that's just a small problem. That's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna create a bunch of redstone in here, but I think the fast way to do it, I'll just use a cloner for this. I'm just gonna go to MoGraph and grab a cloner, drop the redstone dust into the cloner, let's reset the position of this one. Yep. So move the cloner here. Yuto says put redstone tool inside. Not sure what a redstone tool is. Okay, I'm gonna do clone in a grid array. So this is gonna clone a bunch of redstones like so. I'm gonna switch the endpoints to 50, 50, 50, so everything that's clumped up together like so. And then I'm going to do render instances to save up on some lag. In fact, I'm gonna do this on 20, 20, 20, just so we can clump them up even more. Now we got a bunch of redstone all clumped up together. I can change the form into a sphere so that we get more interesting looking shape-ish thing. I'm also going to go into the effectors and put in a random effector. Let's go effectors and random. Yep. So now that we have the random effector, we can do position 5, 5, 5. So we get a random, 5 centimeter random position. We're gonna go into rotation. We're gonna do 360, and we're also gonna go do 360, and we're also gonna go do 360. So now we have a bunch of random redstone just lying around like this. Rotate this back by a few degrees. So maybe I'll spread this out just a slight bit more. Just gonna spread this out like this, it's back down by like that much. Let's do back by a little bit more. It's a bit of tweaking here until we can finally get this to look right. Okay, you know what? That looks good to me. That's a bunch of redstone in the chest. That looks convincing. Cool. In the items where the redstone is, so this is the redstone texture. We're gonna just copy this image. Copy shader. Turn off reflectance, go into Luminance, check this on, and paste this shader back in. So now all the redstone will be glowing. Perfect. And let's render this out. Eric says, if you are adding redstone dust, you might want to try to give out fogging in the scene, just like how they give depth in the movies. Ooh, yeah, you're right. I haven't added any fog in the scene at all. Yeah. Oh, redstone torch and repeaters. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now. Yeah, to be fair, if this railway is powered, it's probably got to be powered by like a redstone torch or something. That being said, though, I think right now the scene looks pretty good. I like what Eric said with adding some fog to this little bit. I'm going to do that. I'm going to cheese that by creating a light here that does not emit light. So I'm going to create a light. We're going to set the volumetrics to visible light. So this is not volumetric lighting. This is just visible lighting. It'll just create like a small fog around itself, right? I'm going to select the color to be this redstone, just this like red color here. But we're going to turn off no illumination. So now we should just get like a fog there, like so, and it won't light anything up. That fog is too damn strong. I'll turn that down by like 50%. That's okay. That's okay. Might turn it down just a slight bit more. Make it a bit more subtle. Subtle is key. Subtlety is key. 25%. Is that going down? Yeah, it is. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, okay. Now let's actually add some fog into the entire scene itself. And to do that, I'm going to go into this little thing over here and create an environment object. We're going to enable the fog. And we'll make the fog a little bit red, like so. Yeah, we'll do it like that. Okay. Then we'll just make the distance of this fog 20,000 meters, centimeters. Nope, we're gonna make it 30,000 centimeters. Okie dokie. Let's try the render of this out, see how this looks. So this adds a whole lot more ambience to the scene. However, I feel like it's too foggy. So let's push this back by 50,000 centimeters. Render this out. Okay, so this is no fog. 30,000, 50,000. A lot more subtle, I think. Yep. Good. Liking the look of that. Can you add a miner? Says I'm Zayn. I can. I'm just wondering whether that's necessary or not. Add a creeper. Add some TNT. TNT is a fun one. Yeah, TNT is a fun idea.
It wasn't until like 5 minutes into the into you building the cave that I thought to myself, hey, wouldn't it be cool if you did a TNT cannon for this?
My first thought was TNT cannon or some sort of like big machine.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I turned down the fog a bit too much. Actually, no, the fog's fine.
Yeah, the big machine was sort of what I was saying when I said like with dwarf and shit before the stream.
Ah. Okay, we have this so far. Let me try to add what I was talking about earlier, right? With the displacement. So, right in the beginning of the stream, I said, let me try to add some displacement. For those wondering, I really like this render here. But this one, it extrudes the individual pixels of all the blocks here. I'm not really a big fan of that. So I thought, what if I tried to extrude the blocks themselves instead of... So if I added bumpy blocks instead of the individual pixels on the block. So something like this, right? We're going to change the noise profile here to displace turbulence. Let's just try and see what happens here. Okay, I don't see a visible... Wait. There's definitely a visible difference because a line was created. Ah! Okay, we run into the same problem again where there aren't enough polygons for this to work properly. So, I have to subdivide everything. Let me save this first because I don't know how this will turn out. I'm going to subdivide this 3 times. And we're going to try to render this to see how it looks. We should expect to see a few more bumpiness, a bit more bumpiness in the stone blocks. I'm not... Okay, I can see the difference. I don't think other people will see the difference. I can definitely see it. It's very, very subtle. In fact, I'm going to try to crank it up so that it's more visible. So we're going to go into our the noise settings here. We're going to bump the contrast up by a lot. And we'll bump the height to like... We'll keep the height as is. I'm just going to bump up the contrast here. So now it's going to be a very, very much so obvious where the bumps are, I think. Yes, okay. So you can see how the ground is warping and stuff. I don't think that helped the scene. I think that just made everything a bit more wobbly. I don't think... Yeah, I don't think that helped the scene at all. No, we're not going to do that. Okay, we're going to undo all the subdivides here. There we go. We don't need this displacement. Okay. Embryo says, I feel uneasy on that texture. You mean that little noise texture? Okay. Let's see. What if I added a bit of... Okay, so on this railway that this guy did, these rails are shiny as hell. What if I tried that? 'Cause I'm pretty sure I can do that. So for that, I'm just going to, I'm going to select one of these rail textures. I'm going to select the first one over here. And we're just going to select the main bar in the middle and raise this up by a slight bit. Oh boy, he did a lazy job. Whoever created this one did a lazy damn job. Okay. We'll raise this up by a slight bit so it's more triangular. Okay. Now, the question becomes, what texture is this? Aha! He split up the 2 textures like that. That makes my life a lot easier. Okay, so basically, whoever created these rails, see how the rails have 2 colors here? There's 2 parts of the rail here. Wait, let me set the lighting. Okay, see how this has 2 different colors here? He made this 2 separate materials, so I can go into these individual materials, go into reflectance channel and add a reflection. We're going to do Beckman. So now this is going to be reflective, and we're going to change the Fresnel settings to dielectric. No, we're not. We're going to set this to conductor, and let's say that this is iron, right? Now I can add some roughness onto this thing here. Let's turn down the reflection a slight bit. Just trying to make this a bit more metallic looking. Looks good to me-ish. Yeah. Now, if we render this, see how now it's reflective. That's exactly what we want. Okay. Now, the roughness here is kind of annoying. I'm going to turn that roughness down to 10. There we go. Okay. Now I just gotta raise up the individual iron bits on all of these rails. So I could have there are faster ways to do this, but I didn't set it up to do it the faster way, so now I have to do it the slow way. But we have time, so it's okay. So I'm just gonna select all of these vertexes myself. Just going in here and selecting all of the middle vertexes. Here we go. And I believe we raised this up by 2.576 centimeters. I don't recall properly, but I think that'll be close enough. I don't think it'll matter too much. Okay, so we're just gonna grab this and just raise it up by... That's too much. That's... It's close, but that ain't it. I'll just move it up by like a slight bit more, like... That much more? Does that match? Let's see. Just going back here to see if it matches with the first one. Okay, so maybe down by like 0.1 centimeters. Okay, 0.272. Does that match up? Hey, you know what? That's close enough. That's okay. Cool. So we've just raised that up to give it a bit of extra depth. Cool. The annoying part here is gonna be the curved rail. I don't know how I'm gonna raise this curved rail up, because like doing this part is easy, right? Like doing this, all I gotta do is that. Okay, now that's up. Cool. But what am I gonna do for this damn part? Do I just raise up this one? Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'll raise up all these corners here. So I'll do, select this corner, select that corner, and select this corner. I'll move it up like that, maybe? You know what? Fuck it. That works. That works. Whatever. Make the wood more realistic too, says Embryo. That is a consideration. I mean, if we take a look at the original, I don't think they even used wood in the middle, though. Nah, it looked fine. Anderson Garcia, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Let's let's just make all these ones extrude outwards. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So these are the easy ones. Okay, we'll go. That's close enough. I know these ones here don't necessarily align, but that's as far as we can take it, I think. I will select the corners of these ones here, and we'll just scoochy these up. That's not so great. I'm gonna be honest with you, Chief. That's not so great. It sounds weird coming from me because I am the chief. You know what? What if I selected these ones in the middle, and I brought these? Okay. Well, that doesn't really help, does it? Hang on. Try that again. Okay, see, that's not so great. But will people be able to tell? That's the thing. I don't think anyone will be able to tell. I'm just gonna pretend. I'm just gonna pretend that doesn't exist. Yeah, I'm just gonna pretend that problem wasn't there, because I don't think people will see it. And you're gonna learn that a lot when you're doing 3D render stuff. Is that if people don't see it, you can get away with it, and if you can get away with it, you get away with it. You don't have to put that much effort into everything. Okay, we're reaching this like point now where I'm pretty sure people won't be able to tell the difference when it's back here. So I can actually start to cut a few corners as I'm doing this. So for this one in particular, I think people can still see it. I'm going to continue doing the extrusions for this one, and I might do it for the one that goes upwards. So like this this rail, I'll do it as well. But the ones up here, I think people won't be able to tell the difference. Let's raise this up. I'm aware that the rail is misaligned. Again, I don't think anyone will notice. That is close enough for me. And then we will extrude this bitch. Whoops, I've done a bad selection. Let's try that again. There we go. I don't know how I selected the one over there. Hang on. I'm just trying to select these 2 points over here and nothing else. But it seems like I'm selecting like all the bad points. Okay. Looks good. And then we'll do the diagonal rail over here. So we'll do this one. Let's go into that. Okay, whoops. Looks like I'll have to do it one at a time. Hang on. Huh, it's not allowing me to pull in the right there. Oh, there we go. So we'll extrude this up by like 2.7 something. Okay. And then we'll do the second one. So it was like 2.7 whatever. That's close enough. Okay. I don't think the ones up here will be noticed. So I'm just going to try rendering this out and see what it looks like. Okay. So we definitely have the reflections going on. And these are definitely raised upwards. And that looks good. If you zoom in, yes, of course you can see that. But if you stay zoomed out, I don't think you can tell the difference. I think that'll be okay. I am seeing a texture glitch down here. I'm going to fix that really quickly. How long has that been there? I don't know how I have not noticed that until now. Hang on. We got a glitch right underneath this redstone block here. I'm just gonna patch that up real quick. Let's drop a separate texture in there. You know what? That fixed it. Okay. I feel like we can turn the reflection up for these rails. Let's crank that up a little bit. Let's try that again. BRB, I'll just eat, Chief. All right, no worries, Anderson. I keep forgetting to finish my Subway. We got 30 minutes left, guys. 30 minutes left. Also, the sun has setted, so let me actually fix up my camera really quickly, because now I can actually adjust the proper lighting. Okay. Get ready for my lighting to all of a sudden look super professional. I know it's blue right now. Wait. It's because the yellow light isn't on, right? Watch. Boom, yellow light is on. And then. Fill light is on. All of a sudden, I look normal again. Wow. The power of lighting. Isn't that amazing? Ah, shit. My fucking... Ah, wait. My fucking chair rolled over my phone cable. God damn. Okay, cool. This is how the render is looking right now. Okay. Whoa. Don't want that. I'm wondering if this fog is a bit too strong. I might turn down the fog color a slight bit. And maybe make this a bit darker or something. I don't know. Let's see. Now it looks like the fog's gone. Embryo says that's the speed of light. Let's see how this looks. You know what? I think lowering the fog actually helped it. Maybe that's too little. Maybe this is too little fog, but I feel like this is a bit too, just a tad bit too strong, right? So we'll have to find a little in between, like somewhere around here maybe. I feel like this is a good in between spot. So this is my extruded redstone lamps resetted. Its exclusion and inclusion fields. I haven't tried using your redstone rig yet, so. Oh, you know what would be cool here actually? Wait. Let me add something that will really break up the image. Let me see if... Okay. We're gonna look for a lantern. Yeah, like this. Oh, fuck. That's a Minimator thing? Do I have to custom model this? Shit, how much time do I have? I have 30 minutes to custom model something? God damn. Shit, does Minimator use OBJ? If Minimator uses OBJ, I can probably download this. Let's see. Lantern.rar. Wait. I'm gonna check if there's OBJ or not. Okay. Lantern.rar. No, it's MI model. Oh no. Okay, damn it. Okay, but what is this though? Okay, at least he's got the lantern texture. I'm gonna rip that lantern texture off of that guy. Whoever it was, you guys saw it on the video. That guy got me the texture. Cool. I'm gonna rip the lantern texture off. I'm just gonna custom model a lantern. Unless I already have a lantern right here. Wait. One more thing. Lantern Minecraft Rig Cinema 4D. Please? Fuck, it's my own tutorial. Damn it. I don't want that. Oh, JP. Oh, wait, Soul has a lantern rig. Okay. Cool. Thanks for the lantern. PM that to me. Banana Man says, "Phew, sorry I'm late." No worries, man. I was late too. I was late to my own stream by 2 hours. Imagine that. All right, waiting for Solo to send me the rig. While that's happening, I'm gonna add some more details. I'm gonna try to add some vines, excuse me, into this shot here. Now these vines aren't 3D, which is not what I like to see. Fortunately, I can make them 3D because I am good at cinema. So, problem here is that these vines absolutely suck. What's this? Ew, that's like a hue slider. Alright, Solar just sent me his lantern rig. Give me a second. Let me download it off a drive really quickly. Ooh, excuse me. Download. Thank you, Solar. Lifesaver. Once again, guys, Solar created the Redstone rig in the link in the description. So if you guys are looking for a Redstone rig, there is a link in the description. Okay, this boy over here does not enough polygons for me to extrude. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to subdivide this. So US for subdivide, US for subdivide, US for subdivide, US for subdivide. That is the perfect amount of subdivides that I need. Fuck this boy. And we're gonna delete all the textures that don't need to be here. So all these invisible shits out. Okay, out. Okay, out. I don't know if this will take too much time, but I'm pretty confident in my speed. Speed is one of my strong suits after all. Okay, so all the invisible textures have been deleted. That's fake news, actually. Now they have been all deleted. Okay, now we have just the vines themselves. We're going to drop this into a... no, we're not. We're just going to... What? Fuck me. We're going to press MT for extrude. We're going to select all the polygons here. We're going to extrude this forward by 6.25 centimeters, which is exactly 1 pixel, like so. And now we have the vines. I'm going to select all the way around the sides over here. Boy, select. My man, you got to start selecting. Okay. Well, this is going to be a bit of a hassle because I need to select every single outside texture. You know what? I got a faster way to do this. Okay, I'll move this out here. Instead of doing the loop selection, I'm just going to go from the orthographic view. Going to go to polygon selection mode. I'm going to select every single polygon on the back face. Hold shift, select every single polygon on the front face. Now all the front and back polygons have been selected. I'm going to go UI to invert the selection. Now all the outside polygons have been selected. I create a new material here. Take the color of the darkest part of the vine, which is this part over here. And I'm just going to drop this onto the edge textures. As for the back of the vine, I will add this texture. Whoops. Let me reselect that. Okay. Vine. Select just the back texture. I will drag this back on. Okay. And how is this done? 16,000 by 16,000. So I'm gonna go 16,000 by 16,000. That didn't really work the way I wanted it to work. This is by 100 and negative 800. So 100 by negative 800. Somehow that worked in the original one, but doesn't work here. Okay, we don't need the back texture anyway. That's overrated. We don't care about that. That's okay. We will recenter the axis. So that's actually on the vine. That's good. Now we can actually start using... What the fuck? Now we can actually start using the vine. Right? Just gonna move this back into the scene. Question is, where do we want the vines? I think I'm going to put some vines on the left side wall over here. Let's rotate this by 90. How much time do we have, Harry?
25 minutes.
Easy. Put a vine up here. Okay. Looks good. We'll just scoochy maduchy up here. And another one up here. Cool. And I'll duplicate this here. Now, I realize I'm actually retarded because that's not in the shot. So let's scoot all this over so that is in the shot. That's too much vine. I'm looking at the bottom screen now. That's way too much vine.
I think the vine should be near the exit instead of
I'm gonna include vines just like everywhere, basically.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'll duplicate some vines on the ceiling as well. I will put some near the exit, like draping over the front door, right? You mean?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere along the roof, like
Yeah.
the top of the cave, yeah.
So we'll get some there. That looks good. Putting any vines on the right side wall is a waste of time and energy because the right side wall is not invisible, basically. So I'm just going to try to avoid doing that. It's very tempting for me to do because I want to complete the scene. Like, I want the entire thing to feel complete, even if I can't see it from that angle. But we are on a 2-hour crunch time, so that's not exactly the best option to do. Okay, we got a bit of a vine going on over here. I might actually push this back as well, just to give it some extra vine. This is impossible. I am aware that this, what I've just done there, is impossible in Minecraft. I know. But we're not in Minecraft. We have freedom. Cinema 4D is freedom. Okay, take these vines over here and just duplicate them over. What the fuck? Hang on. Duplicate this over. There we go. And let's do what Harry says, and let's drape some over the doorway as well. Hopefully that won't mess with the volumetric lighting too much. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Let's scooty this over. Okay, I'm gonna make this one go up 4 by 1. Duplicate this over here, here, and there. I'll also duplicate this one like so. There we go. Okay, how does that look? Let's try. Okay, wait. I'm not even gonna try to render this one yet. I'm just gonna. Okay, first I'll put all the vines together. We'll do Alt G, which will group all the vines together. We'll name this vines just to keep everything organized. I tried to name it vines, didn't work. There we go. Now in our downloads folder we have lantern rig by what's his name? By Solar. So we can open this up. Alexander Ho says, "Do you know how to do Redstone?" I do know how to do Redstone. Also, welcome to the stream. Math Healed, Bataroo, welcome to the stream. PokeMega64 as well. What's going on, man? Banana Man says, been watching Escape from Tarkov streams. Nice, dude. I've been spending a lot of time on VR chat. In fact, I'm okay. Recently, I found a world in VR chat that I'm a big fan of. Like, it looks so good. I wish I could show it to you guys, but like, I'm not gonna do it now because I'm doing a fucking Minecraft stream right now. But oh man, that stream, that world looks so good. I want to try sleeping in it. Like, I legitimately want to see if I can sleep in VR. It sounds like a bizarre idea, and it is bizarre, but like I really want to try it.
Why would you sleep in VR?
Because it's relaxing.
Isn't sleeping on your own sofa more relaxing?
No, I'll sleep. I'll sleep on the sofa. I'll just keep the headset on.
Oh, okay.
Not on my sofa. What am I saying? On the bed. What the hell are we saying?
True.
What the hell? What the hell are we talking about? Okay, adding that light definitely did add a lot of flavor into the scene. I like that. However, that's not the light that I'm going for. So for this, I'm going to delete the user data here, and I'm only going to keep the model. So I want to keep. What is this? We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. We'll keep the cube. We'll keep the lantern. Okay, lantern lost its texture. Give it back a texture. Got rid of that. Okay, we'll just keep this. Now we have just the lantern here. For the lantern, okay, what's the texture looking like here? Okay, there is no glow to this at all. There is a light here. We're gonna get rid of all of these lights. I'm going to try to find this texture, and to do that, it will be in the lib4d file. So in this lib4d file that Solar sent me, there is a texture over here. I'm gonna grab this texture, open this texture up, save this texture. Okay, wait. Save this texture. Save this texture as a PNG. And we're gonna name this lantern-luma, and we'll make this go into the Redstone folder. There we go. Save. Back into Photoshop. We're going to grab our new lantern-luma texture into here. New layer. Full black paint. Full white, new layer. Set the black layer to 50% so I can see through it. Okay, paint through, what? Brush, please, thank you. On the new layer, we're gonna paint on here. Let's make this all illuminated. In fact, I'm actually gonna make just the center illuminated. Like so. We'll do this one here. And this one here. We'll select all the white stuff here. Hide the white stuff, turn on the black stuff, delete those out of the black stuff, deselect, set this back to 100%. Okay, now we have just this. Render this out. Render this out. Render this out. As Luma 2. Thank you for subscribing. Sora this piece. I can't read that. Thank you. Close this. Close this. Go back into our torch texture, which I cannot find, meaning it's hidden somewhere. Show this, thank you. Turn off reflectance, go into Luminance channel, drag our Luma texture onto here. Boom, turn our sampling to none. So now the center of the light will glow, perfect. Now I'm going to create a new light again. Move this light to this lantern object. Show me the light, please. Set details to inverse squared. Turn shadows to soft, visible light to volumetric. Let's drop the project exclusion of the lantern so we don't illuminate the lantern. Actually, yeah, we don't need anything to do with the lantern at all. Good. We'll shrink the radius of this lantern down by that much. Cool. We will also go into the lantern settings and change the color to something like that-ish. Looks good. We can turn it down by a slight bit. There we go. Let's see how this looks.
So it says, Chase, don't forget the user data on the lantern.
I've deleted the user data on the lantern. Game Earth, welcome to the stream. Looks like there's zero lighting on this thing at all, which is not that great to look at. So I'm going to do... Yes, stop calculating this. To solve that problem, we can go into the lighting projects here and turn on the light. We'll turn on the lighting here. Okay, let's see. You know what? I'm even gonna do this. I'm gonna duplicate this light. I'm gonna include just the lantern, so light up nothing but the lantern itself. And we're gonna move this upwards. And then we're gonna turn off... no, we're gonna go do... turn off this and turn on ambient illumination. So this light is specifically just for the lantern itself. This one here, right? I'll turn this up a little bit. No, we're not. We're gonna leave it there. Okay, that's not enough. The lantern should be illuminated by this light alone. Is there a difference? Yep, it got brighter. Yep. There is no shadow coming from that lantern, which is bothering me a slight bit. So let's create a shadow caster as well. So I'm gonna again create another light. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna create another light here. Gotta set this light to a spotlight. Yep. Gonna rotate the spotlight to face downwards. Move the spotlight up so that the spotlight casts on the entirety of this lamp. Like so. Gonna make this a shadow caster, so we go into shadow. No, we don't. We go into detail to check on shadow caster. And we tick off ambient illumination. Now if we render just this out, we should see a shadow underneath the light. That's fake news. We turn on shadows. Yeah, of course. If you don't turn on shadows, you won't see shadows. Would you believe that? Still no shadows. What's going on here? I'll turn up the shadow strength to 500% to see if I can suck up some light. Nope, not strong enough. Not sure what's going on here. I can't cast shadows. Is the project exclusion not working? Maybe I'll delete this. Whoops, hang on. Exclude. Not sure why that's not casting any shadows. I'm gonna get rid of these two other lights here just to see if this works. Okay, now it works. So it means that the shadow is being lit up by the other lights. So we might have to crank up this intensity to strong so that we can make sure that we overtake the other lights. There we go. Perfect. Let's make this 200 because I want a very faint shadow, but I want it to be there. Okay, that's okay. Let's do 300. That's too strong. 250. Still too strong. 200. Looking good. Cool. Let's render this out. Wolfie says, Chafe, she's gonna head out because it's midnight. Alright, see ya, Wolfie. Thanks for joining us in the stream. When did the stream start, by the way, says Alex? We started about 2 hours ago. So we're about to finish up our render anyway. Okay. The problem with this is that it looks like it's floating. Unless it actually is floating. It's not floating. The reason being the lantern, sorry, this shadow is playing some weird games with us. Like it's just not being very nice. Let me crank up the shadow intensity a bit more. See if I can nail this down. It's doing that. Okay. Let me try this. In the original light, I will exclude this light. Will that work? Shit, wrong button.
Embryo, don't tell people who's about to sleep, rest in peace. don't
yeah,
do
that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Oh, that's gonna be annoying to work around. I'm trying to make it not cast a shadow on the other light right now. And it's not working the way I want it to work. Dang, okay. How much time? Okay, well,
You have 10 minutes around?
I'm gonna add in what I know works first, which is Zeebler. So we'll drop in Zeebler for depth of field first. We'll focus here. And we'll lose focus there. There we go. Okay. So depth of field is in. Perfect. Yeah, it's this lamp that I've got to fiddle with to make this work. Let's see. What if I turn on inverse square here? Will this make my light more powerful? I'm just trying to find all the ways that I can possibly make this. Okay, the problem isn't the power of the light, because very clearly it's casting a shadow. The reason this looks weird is because there's a light at the center of this lantern that's making the rest of these shadows brighter. And so there's no shadow at the very bottom of this lantern. I think what I could try to do is... Here's what I'll try to do. I'll duplicate the cube, and I'm going to select everything except the bottom ring, UI, delete. So now I have a duplicate of the bottom ring of this lantern here, right? So what I've just done is I've duplicated this part. So I'll leave that there, and that will be a separate object. That should occlude some of the light. Yes. Okay, good. The other problem is that it's leaking out of the bottom, right? So I need to make sure... Okay, I'm going to undo that. So we'll undo all that, right? There we go. And I'm going to deselect the bottom. So I'll delete everything except the bottom ring and the bottom of the lantern itself, so the light doesn't leak out the bottom. Wait, delete. Okay. So now what I have is I've just duplicated this part. If I render this, let's see if the light stops leaking. No, it's still leaking a little bit. Because it's just making that little, like, edge around the outside, which is not very nice to look at. I think one of the reasons it's doing that is because this light is a bit low. Let's try to adjust this a slight bit, see if it works a bit better. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I can see if I can turn this light shadow back to normal. Okay, start changing this settings back to normal. It's still making that light there, which is not nice. Okay. You know what I'll do? I'll do this. I'll render this out. So it says, by the way, if you have deleted the polymask object inside the lantern, you need to recreate the light shadow caster. Yeah, I did. Okay. So we'll render this out. Looking good, I think. Yep. Alex says, are you using the Y520 laptop for the stream? No, I'm not. I'm using my custom-built desktop. My laptop is over there. When I'm in Hong Kong, I will stream using my laptop. But when I'm at home in Australia, I use my desktop. Cool. This looks fine to me. Let's save this out as a PNG. And we'll save it as Redstone render. We're going to open up Photoshop. Close this off. Close this off. Grab Redstone render, put this into here. And we'll fix this up in Photoshop. So we'll just grab the shadow texture over here. Grab our brush tool. Set this there. Perfect. Set the scale way down. Come on. Anytime now. Set the scale way down. New layer. We'll just brush this in. That's not the color we want. Okay. Brush this in. So now that we've done that, I do need to add a bit of ambient occlusion back in. So let's just select the darker tech color real quick. Set the scale down a slight bit. We'll just create a line. Too dark. Okay. So like that. That's our ambient occlusion line. There we go. There's that. And vignette.png. Drop this in. Somewhere like that. And then set this over there. So, that's the difference. Cool. I think that's it for me. Done. Mine's done. I am 7 minutes early. You guys still have 7 minutes to go. So go ahead and do that. I can't believe this is quite a lot of detail actually. In 7 minutes, in about 2 hours. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Quite happy with that. Yeah, alright, you guys have 7 minutes left. Shizuko says, hey, just popped in to say good luck with the challenge near the 4 a.m. song. Alright, see you, Shizuko. I'm gonna finish my Subway, guys. Alex says, very important question, Chafe. Do you use TikTok? Please answer correctly. I do not use TikTok. A few of my friends do, and they always talk to me about it, and they're like, oh, I saw this really funny meme on TikTok, and it's like some white chick dancing. I'm just like, okay, haha, haha, haha. I got weird friends.
You do.
Actually, I'm the weird friend. It's okay, I'm the weird one.
I don't think so.
Well, okay. When I'm with you, it's okay. When I'm with you and Eric, it's okay because you guys have a similar personality to me. When I go out with like a bunch of normies, like my normie friends,
Yeah.
I just don't get. I don't have the normie energy.
It's okay. They like. Isn't it like half people on this planet are like normies and then the other half are like introverts like us?
I don't know. Either way, it's not like I mind. It's like usually when I go out with my normie friends, like we go out in a group of 5. Usually all 4 of them have a conversation. And I'm just kind of there sitting. But like I'm fine with that. Like I like listening to other people talk about their stuff. So for me, it's enjoyable either way, just to be with them, because they are my friends. Alex says yes, you don't use it. Of course I don't. The only things I use, okay, I use YouTube, obviously. I use Discord, obviously. And then I have a private Facebook account because I'm a fucking boomer. That's the 3 things I use. I don't use Instagram. You can find my Instagram. I have an Instagram. I just don't use it. I have a Twitter that I don't use. I think that's it. Yeah. So Twitter and Instagram, I have accounts for. I just don't use them. The ones that I do use are Facebook, YouTube, and Discord. That's it. You know what? I'm gonna drop my submission into the hashtag events channel because I'm fast as fuck, boy. Oh shit! Somebody got to it before me. No, wait, nobody got to it before me. Ha! Ha! I forgot to save my render. Damn it! Hang on. Let's export this out. Edit. And go into Discord. I'll just drop this in.
Chief, when he finishes things earlier than everyone. I am speed.
I am speed. Plus your speed.
Plus your speed to 5.
How about Reddit, says Embryo? I think I have a Reddit account, but I haven't logged in a while. I made a Reddit account a while ago, I think, to post about some, like, dickhead that tried to get in a fight with me. Let me rephrase that. I tried to get in a fight with him, but we'll just pretend that didn't happen. Cool. How much time left? Alright, everyone, you got 3 minutes left. People who are doing the challenge. I don't think there are many people doing the challenge today. What's interesting is we got more viewers than normal today, but it feels like there are less people actually doing the challenge. Rolando says that looks really cool. Thanks, Rolando. I'm already done. We're just waiting for everyone else to finish. Everyone else has 2 minutes left. Once the 2 minutes is up, people will start submitting, and I can start giving feedback. I'm pretty sure I won tonight's one, by the way. I'm pretty sure. Alex says, where did the I am speed meme come from? Harry.
Is it Sonic? I'm not sure.
No, Sonic is gotta go fast. What is it? Let me check. I am speed. I'm just gonna Google that.
I know it came from you, but I don't know.
No. It's this one. It's the fucking it's the Disney car.
Disney car? What the fuck?
The Cars movie from Disney. You know that red racing car with a face and the mouth? That one.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine it came from some like Japanese anime.
Jesus.
Imagine some like old Oji-san saying I am speed in Japanese. What the fuck is I am speed in Japanese?
Well, there's this other one where it's like this old grandma just driving a car while shooting a minigun.
Oh no, I remember that one. They edited it with Kirito in it.
Yeah. and that's from anime, so you know, not too far off.
I translated I am speed into Japanese. It goes, Watashi wa speedo desu. Well, okay, well technically watashi wa is fucking female. For males, boku wa speedo desu. That should be it.
Yeah. Usually male is more ore wa. More than,
Ore wa speedo desu.
Yeah. More often it's ore than boku.
Boku, yeah.
Boku's like
fair.
their
I'm
Boku's
still
like
confused in that. Yeah, I see that.
Boku's like the femboys, according to Japanese, I think.
Fanboys? What?
No, the femboys, like their
fair enough. Yeah.
like the girlish.
Yeah, because
boys.
Boku,
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I've seen Boku used for males as well, so I wasn't sure. Is Boku?
It is used by males as well, but it's more so their yeah, you know.
So it's Ore, Boku, and Watashi that are.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's.
So I know
about it,
Watashi is generally for female. Dude, it confused the shit out of me before I was learning like many Japanese. Fucking every time you put I into Google Translate is Watashi. Is it time?
I think
Hey, it's time,
down...
guys, it's time. Everyone doing the render challenge, stop right now. Stop. Render. It's time to render.
I think in Japanese, Google Translate, you can drop down a menu or something below the translation to see other like variations of the same word.
Yeah. I don't know how much you can trust Google Translate on that though.
I don't know.
Right?
From my, puny amount of knowledge of Japanese, I think they're okay.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they're 100%, but I think they're okay if you're just learning like a variation of like one word or something.
Everyone who is part of the challenge, you can render now and start submitting. Do not do any more work. Whatever it is, even if you're not done yet, start rendering it out and start sending it over to #events on our Discord server. Once I start seeing some of the renders, I'm gonna start giving feedback. I don't know how many people today are actually taking part of the challenge, because a lot of the time we have people taking part of the challenge and they're too busy working on it and they don't chat on the stream. So I don't know who's actually in here and who's actually doing the challenge. Solar is rendering, that's cool. Hey, if you guys are doing the challenge and you're rendering, can you let me know? Just because I want to see how many people are here. Because otherwise it'd just be me and Solar, which is cool. It's weird, we got way more people in the stream than usual. We got less people working on the renders.
Yeah.
Alex says all my Japanese knowledge comes from anime. Most of my Japanese knowledge comes from anime as well, but I have made an effort to try to learn the language. Just because I like it.
It could also be because like everyone else who usually joins in their challenge is like asleep right now.
Probably, yeah. Vent Song says Google Translate for Japanese is okay for super short, simple sentences. After that, it starts to do weird things. Yeah, same. No, because I speak Chinese, right? But I can't really. I speak Chinese, but I'm really bad at reading Chinese, and so I have to rely on Google Translate to translate a lot of Chinese for me. But like, I swear to God, I don't know what it was. It was I remember, I think I tried to translate wonton, right, which is Cantonese. Wonton means wonton, right? I don't know what that is in English. I actually don't know what that is in English like this.
I'm pretty sure that's just
yeah, it's just called wonton. It's actually called a wonton, right?
Oh yeah, wonton.
So I translated that with Google Translate at some point, and it came out with cloud swallow.
Amazing.
Yeah. So the amount of confusion I was at the restaurant, I was like, what the fuck, cloud swallow? I had to use brain to figure out what cloud swallow was. Figured it out though. Wonton? No, it's wonton, dude. It's wonton. Wonton? You don't go fucking wonton? That's not right, dude. Solo says, damn, I haven't checked my lights. They're all sharp as fuck. Oof. What? You most of the time, dude, if you're setting up the lights in cinema, most of the time it's just soft shadows and what do you call it? Oh, the fall off thing. Most of the time, it's just those two settings. You do soft shadows and the fall off. That, or you do area shadows and the fall off. Area shadows are more realistic, but then they take longer to render. If I have like fucking, I don't know how many lights are in the scene. Okay, we can count the amount of lights. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like 5 lights, 6. It's about six lights in this scene that are actually making light, right? And because we got 3 lights on the lantern itself, that adds up to like 9 or even 10 lights here. But so if all of these are using area lights, it'll take fucking forever to render. One tone, says Vent Song. Alex is not really wrong when you think about it. 1. I can't. If you say 1 ton, the fucking 1 is not WAN. There's no way. There's no way that's 1. Dude, fucking, you know, in Australia, they have these things called dim sim. And for us fucking Cantonese speakers, we're like, what the fuck is dim sim? It's fucking dim sum. Like dim sum, sorry. That means like they fucking spelled sum into sim somehow. Like SUM versus SIM. That's a big difference, right? Turns out they took the siomai and they called siomai dim sim. And it's like some great value siomai. It's not right. It's not right, dude. It's wrong. It's like somebody who doesn't know how to make a siomai made a siomai and decided not to call it a siomai. They called it a fucking dim sim instead. For people not sure what I'm talking about here, siomai, is that how you call it? Okay, this here is a siomai. I don't know what you fucking call this in English, right? This is a siomai. It's part of like, I don't know, Cantonese cuisine or whatever. Fucking these Australians don't know how to make shit. Dim sim, they've come up with this shit. So this is their version of the fucking siomai. It's so wrong. It's so wrong. Like that's not right. What the fuck is that, dude? They can't even spell, like, what do you call a dim sim? It very clearly it's supposed to be dim sum. But they just fucking got it wrong. They're like, what the fuck is that? What is that? Honestly, that looks like a siomai had a baby with a fucking cheongfan. You know what I mean? How does it taste? I don't know, man. I ain't gonna buy fucking great value dim sum or great value siomai. I'm gonna waste my money on that shit. I'm talking about Cloud Swallow. Yeah, I know you're talking about Cloud Swallow. Solar says, I think only 2 of us rendered something. Okay, that's cool. No, that's alright. If it's only the 2 of us, that's fine. Because we have a weird time. Because, like, okay, here's the thing. Here's what I learned on our Discord server. If I post the fucking... If I get people to tell everyone else, hey, we're moving the render challenge to tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. People don't read that. And that's on them. Right? Because we tag them. So they don't read it. It's not on us. Where the hell am I supposed to go? That's fine. I'll give you some direct feedback, man. Let's see. So this is Solar's render. You made the redstone ore go inwards instead of outwards, which is cool. Yeah, I mean, I would have made it go outwards, but that's so subjective. I don't really. Yeah, it's not a criticism. That's just an observation. Interesting choice to make it go inwards. What else we got here? Okay, so first of all, you already pointed out to yourself that the lighting is weird. Yeah, so the lighting is way too sharp. You've got hard shadows all around. In order to fix that, I think the easiest way is just get used to setting soft shadows. Everything soft shadows. That's just generally the way to go. Okay. Second thing I'm noticing down here is these rails. I think you created these rails by yourself. I think you should add a luminance texture onto the red shit so that it glows, because I think it'll make the image look a bit better. The redstone ore down here, I feel like you're missing something. I feel like the redstone ore here could have been brighter. Like, they could have been more luminant in this shadow. And granted, I know you fucked up on the shadows because they're way black, right? I feel like you shouldn't have a pitch black shadow here. I think you already know that. So other than fixing up the shadows, I think making these redstone glow would be a nice addition. Blue redstone lamp, very nice. I'm not sure what's going on with this red shit over here. I don't know what it is, but this red shit where my mouse is, this looks pretty cool. This looks pretty cool over here, right? And this looks like a lens flare. I know it's not a lens flare. I know what that is whatever this bottom thing is, but just replaced up there. But if that was a lens flare, that would work quite nicely. Not sure what's going on with this red bit over here. You're gonna have to explain that to me. The center thing, really, I think that looks quite nice. Yeah, I think that's positioned nicely. Is this object in the middle here aligned with a rule of third? If it's not, align it up. If it is, very nice. I can't really tell. I think it's off-centered by a slight bit, but I can't really tell. I feel like you have to nudge it to the right and up a slight bit. Like somewhere around here feels like a rule of third. So you're off by a slight bit. Just nudge the camera a little bit. You've also got a floating lantern over here, and I can tell this because the shadow is being cast in a strange way. So there's a floating lantern. Just move that in a little bit. The main thing that's detracting from this render is the lighting. Sorry, the shadows being sharp. But you already know that. So make all the lights soft. You say that the rails are unpowered, which is why it doesn't have any luminance. I think that's a missed opportunity. I think having them powered would be a nicer image. Unless they're unpowered for some certain reason. I feel like leaving them powered just, you know, it gives an extra bit of oomph to the image. Alternatively, you could just use standard rails. Because granted, okay, if you power these rails, that's gonna draw the eye a little bit. And right now the eye is drawn to the center object, which is good, right? I think your focus should be drawn to the center object. We shouldn't draw focus to something down here. So try to power them maybe to give a bit of oomph to the image, just a bit of flavor. But if not, just use regular rails. Don't have this pitch black. You know, add in some sort of ambient light here. Pitch black shadows are generally a no-go for me. Just have something there. Just because, you know, pitch black, it's just too. It just feels too much like a void, like something's missing. What's the rule of third, says Alexander Ho. I can explain that very quickly just by creating a... Okay, no, I'll just use this image here. So a rule of third, we can create this in Photoshop real quick. I'll just do a new guide here. We'll do it 33%. Rule of third says that things that line up on this grid are more appealing to the eyes of viewers. And this is proven over and over again, and it's a rule that's used in filmmaking and animation, basically in any form of art. You see it over and over again, right? So here's a rule of third. We've just divided the screen vertically and horizontally into thirds. So vertically thirds, horizontally thirds. Anything that lines up on these points, anything that lines up on these points, this is not a good color. That lines up on these points here, are on the rule of thirds, right? So ideally, for my own render, what I could have done is move this lantern, you know, just up by a little bit, so it lines up with that rule of third. Or I could have moved this pickaxe just a slight bit over, so that lines up with the rule of third, right? These ones are actually there's nothing to focus on. There's no focus here, so there's nothing to line up on here and here. There's again no real focus there. So the only real thing is these things. I could have shoved everything here just a bit more this way, and would have lined up to the rule of third a bit better, and it would have made a nicer image. So that's just the rule of third. You'll notice with in filmmaking, you're gonna notice this as well. A lot of the times in films, you're gonna see like either like a person will be lined up somewhere like this, right? So they're always like this, and their face will be in the focus of this shot, or you're gonna have like, you know, someone. You know, someone's head over here, and then a person that they're talking to over there, or something like that. And they'll always be lined up here, and they'll always be lined up here. So that's the rule of third. Gaxon Fate says, what time will you start the next live stream for Arknights? We will start it at 10 p.m. UTC plus 10. So right now it's 6 p.m. for me. The Arknight stream will start in 4 hours. 4 hours. Coolio. Well, because only myself and Solar submitted, and Solar's one has that big issue with the lighting, I don't think I'm being cocky in saying that I'm going to award myself the victory here, right? Anyone disagree? Oh, dude, this scene actually looks pretty cool. Yeah, okay, see, this is what I mean. Here, this is what I mean. Solar, okay, in Solar's screenshot right here, he turned on the rule of thirds. See how the object here is missing? Okay, not sure if you guys see that on YouTube. I'll just make that a bit bigger. Here, he turned on the rule of thirds in cinema. See how he's just barely missed the top rule of third here with this object? If he shoved everything over by one, or if he, alternatively, if he canted the camera down, if he just moved the camera down a little bit and lined this one up, I think it'll make a much more aesthetically pleasing image. Okay, Can we award myself the winning position? Harry, any objections?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Anyone have any objections? Can I call myself the victory for this one? Since there's only me and Solar. Right, so there's mine. Here's Solar's. Oh, Alex has exam in 7 days. I'm not gonna join for the next stream. Hey, best of luck, Alex. Hope you pass the exam with flying colors. Completely understandable. Yeah, so best of luck. Let me know how it goes after your exam, man. Best of luck. Okay. Since I don't see any objections, I'll call myself the winner. Meaning I get to choose the next theme. Harry, can you help? Any? Yeah, it's always like this. Redstone.
Last time was like stealth, right? I think.
Yeah.
This time. Civilization.
Civilization. That's a bit. We could go back on that and say villages, or like NPC village. But then we've already done something very close to NPC village, haven't we?
Yeah, exactly. So
what
I'm
about
thinking of,
mine
like,
shaft?
Yeah, I'm thinking of like some sort of runes.
Stronghold?
Any sort of runes in Minecraft.
Oh, okay. Just runes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Just ruins. Okay. Next stream, next Saturday, our render challenge. The theme will be ruins. I don't know whether we're gonna do it at this time or the regular 10 p.m. time. I feel like we're gonna move back to the regular 10 p.m. time. I'm not sure though, because the Arknights event will be over. The main reason we have the render challenge earlier today is because we've got the Arknight stream later on, because we've got the event going on. So keep an eye out on our Discord server for the updated time. The next theme will be ruins on Saturday. That will be our render challenge. Awesome, coolio. We're gonna get ready for the next stream now. Thank you everyone for joining us. Hope you enjoy the stream. Hope you learned something. If you like watching us work in 3D, make sure you give us a like rating, because it really does help the channel. And we'll see you either next week or in a few hours for the Arknight stream. Cheers, everyone. Bye.